Hello twin flames and welcome to your energy check-in for Tuesday. So yesterday we did a celebrity reading and we did a check-in about age gaps. So today I'm going to use a structure deck to do a focus question. So thank you angels. What do we need to be knowing today? What's the energy around today? I really feel there's energy around the masculines. It's a lot easier today. You know, they were really struggling over the weekend and, you know, they were really feeling as they started the new week like they weren't worthy, and they do struggle with that a lot. And feminines, you've been sending them love and light and radiant positivity and power, and they've been feeling that. You know, even if you're not aware you've been doing that, if you've been shining your light, if you've been focusing on the good and feeling the power of the love, they've been connecting with your power. And feminines, this is about you rising up and trusting the bond that you have. So the message today is energy around twin flames in union and how the lunar cycles affecting the divine masculine. Now, we're moving towards, you know, the next moon cycle now. So I think it comes in around the 6th of April. Let me just check. Yeah, the 6th of April, we've got a full moon in Libra, and that's going to be a more balanced energy. You know, it's also a pink moon, which is connected with, you know, seeing the eye through the eyes of love and raising the vibration. So the masculines right now are wanting to be in union with you. They want that. You know, you might think they don't because of their behavior or the way that things happen, but they want what you want, divine feminine. So the energy around twin flames in union, I feel this is what your masculine is saying to you. You know, the lunar cycles are helping me to see, to move through the dark times, to face my fears, so I can be with you physically, permanently, 24/7. You know, this is what they want with you. They want that kind of relationship. They want a future with you. So what's the energy around this? So I'm going to do this in two ways. You know, because there may be a few twin flames watching who are in union who would like a message. Because it's not always about twin flames coming into union. It's about union as well. You know, me and George are in union, and it's always nice to receive a message. So I'm going to do the energy around coming into union. Okay, and what you need to know about that and how the lunar cycles are affecting the divine masculine as you prepare for union. And then I'm going to do a reading for twins in union. So I'm going to do this kind of in three parts. So I'm going to use a journey to union oracle for this. So what's the energy around twin flames coming into union? And you're coming into union, you may not feel that way because you may feel it's still out of reach, but you are closer than ever. And how are the lunar cycles affecting the divine masculines? And a message for twin flames in union. A message for twin flames in union. What do we need to know? A message for twin flames in union. Thank you. I'm also going to bring in the wisdom of the oracle. So an energy for twin flames moving towards union. What do you need to know about it? And how are I know without even thinking it, you know, or saying it, the angels bring the right message about the masculine. And a message about union. And then I'm going to bring in some divine timing cards. So energy around twin flames coming into union. What do you need to know? And we're going to do an energy around the masculine and an energy around twin flames in union. What do we need to know? I'm also going to do an energy from the Divine Feminine deck. So we're going to bring in the Feminine Message Tarot for an energy around union. We're going to bring in the Masculine Message Tarot to see how the masculines are being affected by where we are right now as we move towards, you know, we're in Aries energy, but as we move towards the full moon, as things start speeding up, what do we need to know? You know, these cards are just on fire moving around here. And I'm going to use the Twin Flame Message Tarot to bring in a message about union. So even if you're not in physical union, you may already feel that you're in energetic union. So this whole reading may resonate with you. So feminine, first of all, then, we're going to do the energy around you and how you feel about things. We've got the High Priestess. I'm realising where my true power comes from. So to move into union, you realise that your true power comes from within you and above you, because your connection with self is also your connection with your twin, and your connection with the higher power, God, the universe, the angels, is where you were given your warrior spirit. So as you move towards union, on the journey to union, you realise that your true power comes from above. And this is remembering how strong you are. And the High Priestess is your psychic intuition, your power, your psychic abilities. Trusting the love. So the real message is you gain your power on your journey to union. The masculine is saying, I know I seem distant, but I do love you. I do love you, Divine Feminine. I do want union with you. I do want to be with you. That's what I want. And that's what he's saying to you. So the energy around the feminines, or what we're feeling here, is the message is saying it's up to you. It's up to you how you see your journey. It's up to you whether you have a good or a bad day. It's up to you if you allow what's triggering you to hurt you, because what triggers you is helping to heal you. And during the journey to union, we go through triggers so we can learn, so we can grow, so we can be ready for union. Without all the things that triggered me before union, I wouldn't be in union. And your masculine is saying, I might trigger you because I'm distant, but I certainly do love you. So you've been asked to trust that. Look at this. Trust the journey, for there are many blessings along the way. So we get blessed along the way. We realise how loved we are. We realise how amazing this universe is when we see the signs and the synchronicities. And, there's block the throat chakra a little bit there. There's communication ahead. So blocks are being lifted so that communication can come in. And not just any communication, the right communication at the right time. So as we move towards union, we go through an inner child healing where we reparent ourselves. That means we tell ourselves the right things. The things that we would tell our child. It's going to be okay. There's nothing to fear. You are safe. You are loved. You are supported. These are things we would tell our children. And these are things our higher self tells our ego. Because the ego is that child within that's having a tantrum. Or the child within that's in fear or in struggle or worried. And you reparent yourself by being kind to yourself. And that's how you show that you trust the power of love. And you trust the power of the love you share. And they give me fear. So anytime we go into fear, whether that's a trigger we're going through or our own fear or our own insecurity, we're being guided to trust the love. And not just the love, but the power of the love and the power of the bond that we share with our twin. Without that, we have nothing. Without that, how can we be in union? We learn before union what union really is. It's about a feeling. It's coming home. It's the power of the connection, the bond that you share. That's what matters. And the synchronistic events will bring you together. And this really resonates with the masculine reading today, talking about serendipity, about the universe creating the way. Those serendipitous events that happen where you may run into each other or something brings you back together. And to understand that the silence is helping. Separation is preparation. And that you are a light worker. So during the silence or the journey to union, you step into your power. You find yourself. So the masculines find themselves because they start realising that this connection is real. And it matters. And, they're never ever going to have anyone like you. So they need you in their life. They're never going to find what they want outside of themselves because it's inside of themselves. And they already have your love. So they have to prove to you that they're real. And the feminines, they have to ask for what they want. And feminines, during the silent times, during the separation, the journey to union, this is where we wake up spiritually. We start watching readings, we connect with soul family, we find our tribe, we find out what we're here for, what turns us on, what we get excited about. And we start working on that, our mission, our goals, our purpose. And part of our purpose is going through what we go through. So we have empathy and understanding and compassion. And so we see things from a first-hand point of view. And we see things in a higher way. So this may be when you start doing your own readings or your own YouTube channel or doing healings or whatever you're being guided to do. Because this is when you work your light. And you can't run away from your own soul. So we can try and run away from this love. We can try and block it out, but it never works. So we find out how blessed we are during the times we feel orphaned. So orphaned is when we feel alone, when we feel we've got no one, we find all we need is ourself and source, and then the door's open for everything. So in other words, if you feel like an orphan, If you feel there's no one there who gets you or can support you or be there for you, the angels are all around you. There's always something to be grateful for. We have blessings here. And you know what it feels like when you lose your mum and dad. You know, I've lost both my parents now. So we stand on our own 2 feet. So really, before union, we find our independence. We rely on ourselves. We find our power. And then we realise how blessed we are. Now in January, a fresh start began. So you might be thinking, when are we coming into union? But it's already begun. It's already begun. There's already a fresh start here. That came in January, especially around the energy of the water rabbit, bringing in power. And we've got Pisces, 19th of Feb to the 20th of March. So really everything is already taking place right now. This is about understanding that power. So the moon cycles, how are they affecting the divine masculine? And I actually feel that this is connected with what we've just experienced with the full moon, you know, the new moon in Aries, where we're moving towards the next full moon in Libra. But the energy that came in around January, the masculines are beginning to surrender the struggle so that they don't keep trying to remain where they are. They know they've got to let go and they're cleaning up their life. Look at this, really powerful, because that's the stag, which is the promise of union. But more than that, it's the promise of the masculine's transformation. It's the promise the masculines will clean up their act and do what they need to do. And he's asking for help. He's saying, I surrender the struggle to you, God. Thank you for exchanging that for peace. And this is where he is. He wants peace. He wants to bring peace into his life. And he's making a wish. So he's been making a wish. And this is the wish that's been coming into the connection. Wishing for peace. Wishing for surrender. Wishing for you to move things forward. So the energy around twin flames in union, there's a move coming up. There's a move. Now this move could be making the next move. Okay, it could be a proposal. It could be a house move, a change. So if you're already in union or you're coming into union, this is what's ahead. I feel this isn't just energy for twins in union. This is for what's ahead. A move. The masculine's making their move. Maybe a move towards living together or marriage. And also you're sharing very intense lucid dreams on the 5D. Okay, connecting on the 5D. And also watching your social media. So it's about being connected in many ways. So if you feel they're watching your social media, if you're having very vivid, intense dreams and you feel this moving energy, things are changing. Because you're realising through the higher power, blocking my throat chakra, you're realising through the higher power that this journey is about fun and frolic and flirty energy, and you realise you're not alone and that things are just beginning. And if you have time to worry, you have time to pray, let the angels soothe your thoughts. And look at this, we've got not for you. So you're realising as you move into union and when you are in union, what's for you and what's not for you. So you let go of struggles, you let go of fears, you pray more, you connect with heaven more. You bring in more flirty energy. And we've got this beginnings. So I feel there's a big energy about coming into union between January and June forward. So things are springing forward. There's beginnings taking place. Everything's speeding up and happening now. And this is because we are releasing what's not for us. What's not for you will leave your life. What is for you will be for your life. So let go of fear. And also dreaming about what needs to go. So you can make a move and make changes and move forward. So the big message for you is trust the journey because there's magic flowing in. So I want to do a dark truth as well. And obviously I'll do a DMTDF reading later. What does your masculine want to say to you about union? I miss you. Saying I miss talking to you. And that's why sometimes we can talk for hours in person or on the phone. I don't want our time together to end, no matter how it seems to you. And that's why he's saying to you, I know I seem distant sometimes, but I do love you. Okay? I may seem distant to you, but I do love you. And that's really powerful. I'm just looking for that card there from the masculine. I know I seem distant, but I do love you. And I miss you. And I want what you want. And there's a beginning taking place. And that's why you're saying, Divine Feminine, well, I realise that my power comes from above. I'm realising where my true power comes from. And that comes from believing in the connection, trusting in the love, having faith in it, having faith around union. And this is why I feel this card's come up today, because if you're doubting the connection, you're doubting the love. If you're trusting the love, you're trusting the connection. And that way, all the obstacles will move out of the way. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.